Chosen one. Not all angel numbers are the familiar ones, like 111 or 333. There are rare divine codes, sequences that don't appear to everyone. They are quantum signals meant only for old souls, light workers, and beings walking the ascension path. If you've been seeing these rare numbers, it's not by chance. It's your soul being activated by the higher realms. Let's decode the hidden meanings behind these sacred numerical frequencies that only the awakened recognize. 1. 144. The Lightworker Activation Code. Chosen one. When the number 144 begins to appear around you, on clocks, receipts, or even in random places, it's not coincidence. It's a divine transmission, a call from the higher realms reminding you, you did not come here to simply exist. You came here to build the new earth. 144 is the Lightworker Activation Code, the number of divine builders, grid keepers, and architects of the new reality. It appears when your soul contract is beginning to awaken from dormancy. You may start feeling an inner restlessness, a sense that something inside you wants to rise, lead, or create change. That's your higher self remembering who you are. You are not here to blend in, chosen one. You are here to build what has never existed before, to bring light where there was once confusion, and to bring structure where there was once chaos. This number doesn't come to everyone. It comes to those who have walked through lifetimes of preparation, shadow work, and soul training. It comes to those who have earned the frequency of leadership through love. When 144 shows up, it carries the vibration of discipline, divine service, and sacred structure. It's the universe saying, your light is no longer meant to stay hidden. You are being asked to step forward, to embody your wisdom in the physical world. This isn't just about meditation or manifestation anymore. This is about embodiment, turning your spiritual awareness into action. You might feel guided to start something new, a project, a mission, a purpose-driven path that uplifts others. You might feel a calling to teach, to heal, to guide, or to awaken others to their light. That's not imagination. That's divine assignment. 144 means your energy is becoming a stabilizing force on the planet. You are helping to anchor light into humanity's collective grid, whether through your words, your art, your healing, or even the way you love. Every act of integrity you take, every vibration of compassion you hold, is restructuring the energetic fabric of Earth. You are literally helping to raise the planetary frequency through your presence. But with this code also comes responsibility. The universe will begin to refine you, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You may face moments of isolation or sudden endings, not as punishment, but as spiritual preparation. Because only when your foundation is pure can you build something eternal. 144 is not for the faint of heart. It's for the souls who came here with divine blueprints etched into their DNA. So if you're seeing 144, take a deep breath. You're not losing your old life. You're activating your higher mission. The world may not understand your vision yet, but the universe does. And it's aligning everything behind the scenes, guiding you toward the people, places, and opportunities that match your vibration. Chosen one. This number is a sacred reminder. You are not just a dreamer of light. You are a builder of destiny. Your existence is part of a divine architecture designed to elevate humanity's consciousness. Every time you choose faith over fear, every time you speak truth over silence, every time you bring love into a dark space, you're fulfilling the prophecy of 144. You are here to help construct the framework of a higher reality one rooted in love, unity, and divine order. You are a living bridge between heaven and earth. Comment below, I am a light worker of the new earth. If you can feel that sacred mission stirring inside your soul. Because the moment you declare it, the universe begins to move everything in your favor. 2. 717. The Quantum Reset. Chosen one. When the sacred number 717 begins to show itself to you, on your phone, on receipts, on clocks, at just the right moment, understand this. The universe is whispering, it's done. A quantum reset has taken place within your soul matrix. Something profound has shifted, even if your physical eyes can't see it yet. 717 is not just a number. It's a divine confirmation that you've completed an entire karmic cycle, one that may have stretched across lifetimes. The lessons that kept repeating, the emotional pain that kept circling back, the patterns that seemed impossible to escape. It's all been transmuted. You've closed the loop. And now, a higher version of you is taking the lead. For years, perhaps lifetimes, you've been walking through fire. You've felt confusion, heartbreak, loss, and the sting of betrayal. You've questioned why certain people came into your life only to leave. Why things had to fall apart when you were doing everything right. But 717 arrives as a divine code to tell you, it wasn't punishment, it was purification. Every heartbreak was burning away the density that your soul could no longer carry. Every ending was a portal to something higher. Every closed door was part of a spiritual upgrade happening at the quantum level of your being. This is your spiritual system reboot. The universe has been reprogramming you, clearing outdated belief systems, erasing energetic malware from your aura, and reconfiguring your frequency for the life that matches your true essence. Everything that once drained you, confused you, or delayed your path is being rewritten. 717 is the signal that your new operating system has gone online. You may start to notice subtle shifts. You feel calmer around chaos, more centered in uncertainty, more intuitive about your next moves. That's because you're no longer reacting from your old timeline. You're responding from your higher self. You've leveled up energetically and spiritually. And now, the reality around you will begin to mirror that transformation. 717 also carries the vibration of divine balance. The number 7 represents spiritual mastery, and 1 represents new beginnings. Together, they symbolize a rebirth through alignment. It's the universe saying, you've done the inner work. Now, I can open new doors. But here's the thing. Chosen one. The reset doesn't mean everything will instantly feel easy. A computer doesn't reboot and instantly load all new programs. It takes time for the new data to integrate. So if you feel a little lost, quiet, or detached right now, it's not regression, it's recalibration. Your energy is adjusting to your new frequency. 717 invites you to trust that process, to allow what's falling away to dissolve fully, to release your grip on what was, because what's ahead vibrates at a frequency your past self could never sustain. This number is your divine invitation to step into your next timeline, the one where you no longer chase but attract, no longer repeat but expand, no longer suffer but create consciously. The question is, will you walk boldly into it? Because your old identity cannot come with you. The universe will ask you to shed the masks, the doubts, and the smallness you once wore for survival. You've outgrown them. 717 says, it's time to stop trying to fix the old story. It's time to live the new one. You're stepping into a chapter where your frequency not your effort, is your greatest power, where your peace becomes magnetic, and where your light starts rewriting the world around you. Chosen one, this is your quantum rebirth. You have closed your karmic loops. You have earned this level, and your soul is now ready to experience life from a higher dimension of truth. Let the old fall away. Let the silence reset you, and let your heart whisper, I am ready. I trust the new timeline that's unfolding, because when you fully accept your reset, the universe responds with miracles, synchronicities, opportunities, divine connections. They all begin aligning effortlessly, because your energy is no longer stuck in yesterday. It's pulsing in the now, and the now is where all creation begins. Comment below, I'm stepping into my higher timeline, if you feel this deep within your soul, because the moment you declare it, the quantum field begins to shift in your favor. 3919. The timeline shift. Chosen one. When the number 919 begins to appear in your life, repeatedly, mysteriously, almost hauntingly, it's not a random occurrence. It's a celestial announcement, a sacred whisper from the higher realms that your timeline is shifting. You are standing between two realities, one that's fading away and one that's trying to be born. It's the moment when the universe gently, or sometimes forcefully, pushes you out of what is no longer aligned and prepares you for what you are always destined to become. 919 is the frequency of quantum endings and divine rebirths. It comes to souls who are ready to graduate from an old vibration, from karmic stories that once defined them. This number doesn't come during comfort. It comes during divine disruption. It arrives when your soul has outgrown its old shell, and no matter how much you try to stay the same, life will not allow it. You may notice relationships falling away. You may feel distant from old friends, old dreams, or even the old version of yourself. It can feel lonely, confusing, or even painful, because the familiar is dissolving. But hear me clearly, chosen one. This is not loss. This is liberation. The number 919 means that your soul contract with the old timeline is complete. You've learned the lessons, healed the wounds, and integrated the wisdom. Now, the universe is preparing to shift you, not just forward, but upward, into a higher vibrational state where peace, alignment, and purpose await. And yes, the in-between can feel like chaos. You might wonder why things that used to make sense suddenly don't. Why you feel called to new directions with no map in sight. Why you can't seem to go back, even though moving forward feels terrifying. It's because you're crossing dimensions. Your energy is recalibrating to a new reality, a higher one that mirrors your soul's evolution. 919 often appears before major manifestations, but the bridge to that manifestation is transformation. It asks for surrender, for trust, for courage, because before your life expands, it must first release everything that can't travel with you. This is the sacred dismantling, the fire that purifies, the death before divine rebirth. So if you're crying, grieving, or feeling uncertain right now, don't see it as weakness. See it as the sound of old energy leaving your field. You are shedding timelines, identities, and attachments that no longer align with your highest frequency. You're being reborn into a new energetic reality where your manifestations will finally have the room to land. When 919 appears, it says, don't resist the closing door, because the one that's opening is the one your soul has been praying for. It's the universe saying, you've done enough surviving. Now it's time to live. You've done enough healing. Now it's time to rise. So trust the shift, even when it hurts. Trust the silence, even when it feels empty. Trust the endings, even when they feel unfair. Because the 919 portal only opens for those who are ready to enter their next level of destiny. Chosen one, you are walking into a chapter where alignment will replace struggle, where peace will replace chaos, where your heart will finally recognize itself in the life unfolding before you. And someday soon, you'll look back and whisper, "Now I understand why it had to end. It was never loss. It was redirection toward my divine timeline." So if you've been seeing 919 lately, don't fear it. Honor it. Because it means your soul is graduating to a new frequency, one that carries your true potential, purpose, and power. Comment below, "I trust my transition. My new timeline is unfolding." If your soul can feel that something new, something destined, is calling you forward through the fire of change. 4. 1234, Divine Alignment. Chosen one. When you keep seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, it's not random. It's a sacred rhythm playing through your reality. It's the universe whispering, "You are right where you need to be." This number carries the frequency of divine order, perfect progression, and spiritual sequencing. It's the gentle confirmation that even though your journey has felt uncertain, every single step, every detour, every heartbreak, every delay has been part of your divine choreography. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4 is like the cosmic staircase of ascension. Step by step, you've been climbing, often without realizing it. There were moments you thought you were lost, moments when nothing made sense, and nights when you cried out to the heavens asking, "Why is this happening to me?" But what you didn't know then is that the universe was silently aligning every piece of your destiny in the perfect sequence. This number appears when you're finally beginning to see the hidden logic of the divine. You're realizing that the pain that once broke you was actually the pressure that shaped you. That the people who walked away weren't rejection, they were redirection. That the seasons of waiting weren't punishment, they were preparation. 1, 2, 3, 4 says, you are in alignment with the flow of creation itself. Every experience was a step on the staircase of your becoming. You didn't miss your timing. You were being divinely timed. Let this sink in, chosen one. Those doors that didn't open were protecting you. Those opportunities that slipped away were never meant to hold your energy. Those delays you cursed in frustration were actually sacred pauses, giving your spirit time to grow strong enough to carry what's coming next. You weren't stuck. You were being synchronized, because when you walk with the divine, there are no accidents, only alignment. And now, as 1, 2, 3, 4 begins to appear in your reality, it means your soul path and life path are merging. Your energy is harmonizing with your purpose. Your steps are being guided by a higher order, a divine intelligence that knows what you're ready for even when you don't. You may start to notice how easily things begin to flow now, how people arrive at the perfect time, how opportunities align without you forcing them, how your intuition starts leading you effortlessly. That's what divine alignment feels like. It's not struggle, it's grace in motion. But 1234 also carries a message of trust. It asks you not to rush the climb. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to keep taking the next right step, with faith, not fear. Because alignment isn't about perfection, it's about surrender. It's about knowing that even when you can't see the full staircase, the divine already built it beneath your feet. So pause for a moment. Look at how far you've come. Look at the versions of yourself you've shed, the lessons you've learned, and the strength you've found in your solitude. You didn't just survive, you transformed. You have been walking in sacred alignment this entire time, and now everything is beginning to connect. Your past makes sense, your purpose is clearer, your energy is stronger, and your timeline is unfolding exactly as written in the higher realms. So if you've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, know this. You are walking in divine rhythm. Every no that broke your heart, every silence that tested your patience, every delay that made you doubt, it was all guiding you home to yourself. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time, according to the blueprint of your soul. Chosen one, your life has never been random. It's been orchestrated with precision by the divine. Trust the sequence. Trust the pauses. Trust that you are being led exactly where you're meant to be. One divinely guided step at a time. Comment below. Every delay was divine direction. If you can feel the truth of that in your heart, because the moment you acknowledge divine timing, the entire universe rearranges to meet you halfway. 5, 1, 2, 2, 1. The mirror manifestation code. Chosen one. When you start seeing 1, 2, 2, 1, you are standing in front of the quantum mirror of creation. The universe is no longer whispering, it's reflecting. Everything you feel, everything you think, everything you believe, is now being projected outward at light speed. This number appears when your energy field has reached a frequency where manifestation becomes instant feedback. You are no longer operating in delay. The veil between thought and reality is paper thin. It's the moment when the universe says, I will now show you exactly what you are broadcasting. You might notice your external world mirroring your emotions. When you're peaceful, peace finds you. When you're anxious, chaos seems to appear. It's not to punish you, it's to awaken you. 1221 teaches you the sacred truth. Your inner world is the master blueprint of your outer experience. Chosen one, you are not just living inside reality, you are generating it. Every word you speak, every vibration you hold, ripples through the quantum field and rearranges matter itself. When you see 1221, the universe is handing you a mirror and saying, look within, because this is where your magic begins. If you've been feeling like manifestations are speeding up, both the good and the not so good, that's because you've reached a point of energetic maturity. You've evolved beyond the beginner's phase of waiting. Now, your soul is co-creating in real time. 1221 is the divine reminder that you are the frequency, and frequency is everything. But this sacred code also carries a challenge. It asks you to take radical responsibility for your vibration, to cleanse your inner dialogue, to soften your self-talk, to forgive, to let go, because whatever you hold on to, resentment, lack, fear, will echo back to you in the mirror of life. And whatever you nurture, love, gratitude, faith, will multiply and flow back into your reality tenfold. This is not just spiritual poetry, it's quantum law. Energy does not lie, and 1221 is the universe's way of saying, I am now responding to your truest essence, not your words. It's not about what you want, it's about what you are. So if you wish for love, be love. If you desire abundance, feel abundant now. If you seek peace, breathe peace into this moment. Because the mirror doesn't create what you demand. It creates what you vibrate. Chosen one, 1221, is a sacred turning point. It's the number of manifestation mastery, where creation becomes effortless because alignment becomes natural. The more light, faith, and trust you cultivate within, the more life bends around you in perfect harmony. The more joy you allow yourself to feel, the more reasons the universe gives you to smile. You are the painter, the canvas, and the reflection all at once. And now, the brush is fully in your hands, so choose to paint with love, with beauty, with trust, because the universe is ready to amplify whatever you radiate. Remember, your energy precedes everything. It enters the room before you do. It speaks louder than your words, and it shapes the future long before you can see it. So when you keep seeing 1221, smile and whisper to yourself, the mirror is clear. My energy is creating my reality. Because from that moment on, you'll watch the quantum field bend to your belief. Comment below. My energy is my reality. I manifest from within. If you're ready to embody this truth and co-create with the divine mirror, chosen one, these numbers aren't coincidences. They are codes from higher dimensions. Each one is a whisper from the divine, reminding you that you are exactly where you're meant to be in the grand orchestration of the universe. You are guided, you are protected, and you are awakening to your true quantum potential. If this message spoke to your soul, comment below. I trust the divine alignment. And let the universe know you're ready to walk fully in your light. Stay powerful. Stay divine, chosen one.